there, I'm Sarah and you're watching Xposed. Today we're extremely excited to have this guest on our show. He's paid his dues many times over and today he's here to elaborate a little bit more on this new fusion genre of music and his newest forms of works of art. So here he is, Rick Ramdehal.
Hey, it's great to be here, Sarah. Finally, I've been trying to get exposed for so many years and here I am.
I know you're being exposed on Xposed.
Yeah.
We thank you so much for being here. I know your schedule is hectic, but nevertheless.
You know, never enough stuff to come and smile on TV.
That's what they say. Okay. So I'll get you for a couple minutes and pick your brain, so to speak.
Take away.
Well, this question is for the ladies, pretty much. Was sexy dancing, which we'll come back to, was it describing you or the music?
I think it's pretty much describing when I go to a club or a party and a certain young lady, or not necessarily young, you know, someone can be sexy at pretty much any age, I believe. Mm-hmm. And someone just moves a certain way and they're dancing, maybe not dancing to a song, but just swaying a little bit, and their sex appeal just exudes, and sexy dancing can translate to pretty much anyone that feels that kind of vibe. And it's pretty much about a party scene, mm-hmm. and about me going in a scene and actually seeing somebody doing the sexy dancing. It's actually based on a true event, yeah.
Oh, that could be a study, because it just sounds like, you know, you take a lot into just looking, and
yeah.
It's a study.
Yeah.
So it's a good study.
Yeah, it was a study. My whole point of going to that party was a study.
A study of human body language.
Sure. I've been studying it for years.
Right. Well, it's
I will
finally
soon have a
paying
master's degree, yes.
Oh, good. All kidding aside, how aggressive or assertive does someone have to be in order to become a name in this industry?
I think you can't ever give up. I mean, if you're in any field, let's say you want to be a photographer, and you go and apply to so many big companies, try to get jobs, and you keep getting the no's. Mm-hmm. You just got to keep trying. You got to try to get your work out there. And there are a lot of great artists out there that don't get recognized, don't get exposed. Mm-hmm. And if that's your passion, you just got to keep going after it. That's how you got to get a name out there.
All right. Now you're quite confident. And this comes from many years of hard work.
Yeah.
Now, how have you acquired this as a lad, or do you credit that to the industry? Wow.
I think it comes over a period of time. Lots of performances over the years helps as well. Being on a big stage always gives me a little chills, a little butterflies, a little goosebumps. Mm-hmm. And actually recently, a couple of girls I met from high school days that I was friends with, they asked me, how come you never went out with any of us? You know, how come you never dated anybody? You're so, you know, you're such a cutie. You were such a hottie. How come you never? I was like, why didn't anybody ever tell me I was a hottie? Because pretty much I was a geek in high school. And
wow.
I didn't realize that people looked at me in this light. Otherwise, you know, maybe I would have had a better time in high school.
And maybe you would have started out much younger in this industry.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But you know, confidence is you got to believe in whatever it is you're doing, and it comes through.
Yes, absolutely. Now, this genre of music is quite fresh, yet the components are very, very old school. Now, explain to us what makes it so fresh.
You know, I think even in let's say punk rock or alternative rock, there's elements of old school music in pretty much all genres of music. Mm-hmm. It's just that you fuse it and you put different influences that you have and different sounds, make it try to sound fresh. Mm-hmm. Right now there's a lot of hip-hop influences in a lot of music across the board.
Yes.
And there are also a lot of Eastern influences, maybe a little bit of a tabla here, or a little sitar there, or just a voice, an alap here or there. And that's a new thing that's going on for a couple of years now. Mm-hmm. And maybe, I don't know what will be next, but right now Infusion Records, the record company that's pretty much putting me out there, we're trying to take all of these influences that I grew up with, or pretty much any other artist that grew up with, and try to fuse so many other things into it to create a new sound. We're actually consciously working on our music to create, to brand a new sound, and we're calling it Fusion Records and Fusion Music.
Excellent. This idea, when was this born, or where was it born? And does any of your past idols or musicians from now have any impact in it?
The idea of
this fusion, this branding, this new type of music.
Fusion Records is a new record company, a little under or over a year old, and I'm lucky to have been gotten by Fusion Records and given a chance, given a big break, because I've been after music and trying to get myself out there, get myself exposed for so many years, and sometimes it's a big struggle because if you try to do it by yourself, record companies don't look at you favorably, promoters don't necessarily look at you favorably, and there's too many roadblocks. But Fusion Records picked me up and the advertisement and getting the Sexy Dancing album out there and giving me the freedom to write my songs and giving people a chance to listen to me. It makes me feel so comfortable working with Fusion Records that I would encourage other artists to, you know, whatever you work with, whatever's inside of you, don't allow the record company or the machine to dictate what you have to put out there. The album Sexy Dance in itself has got so many different styles of songs, and they're all part of who I am. And these songs that I've written, particularly one song is called Free. A little while ago, maybe about 2 years ago, a cousin of myself, Krish, went up to Carabana, the big Caribbean festival in Canada. And we took a bus up there, and we had a bunch of hours to do nothing, so we started dibbling on our pads, writing songs. And one of the songs he was telling me that, you know, we should do something about our lives, about our music. We're not getting heard. We should not be wasting our lives. So I wrote that down. Don't waste your life. Next thing you know, 2 hours later, we had the song called Free, and it's one of the most profound pieces of work I've ever written. And I'm pretty much using that as a Bible to all the other things that are going on in my life, not to waste my time, not to waste my life, that this is what I want, find a way to get it done.
Wow. And with your confidence, which we've seen, you're definitely going to do it.
Well, thanks. Yes.
Well, the sexy dancing that he's talking about, we have the video, and we want to share that with you. So we do hope you watch that, come back, and we'll talk a little bit more about the CD. Stay tuned.